Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Aquarius. Welcome back to your reading. This reading will be for you from January 30th until the end of the second week of February 2021, guys. Okay. Now, before I move into the reading, I have your wisdom oracle here, which is talking about card number 23 or breaks down to 5, talking about peace, and it's clarified by willpower. So, what I'm getting from these two cards, guys, is very simple, clear message. So, what my spirit is telling you is that you, Aquarius, you're putting all your power, your willpower, into bringing back the quality of peace in your life. That's one. Point number two is that many of you have learned your lesson somewhere in your life with regards to understanding the importance of having peace back in your life. Because with card number 5 in the Wisdom Oracle, it talks about a lot of learning lesson in your life where you have lost the quality of peace that you have always wanted in your life. And now you're putting your strength and your willpower, Aquarius, to bringing back that balanced quality of peace back into your life. Okay? Which is clarified by these two word oracles, beaver and island. So what I'm getting is things have been constantly working against you, and you have been constantly working to do something for, there has been a lot of persistence you have been putting against things that has not worked for you. You have been very determined to make your dreams real and come true. But with the island card, it's telling me that you guys are now moving away from that kind of an energy to becoming more solo, to being in isolation. Some of you guys are also in separation. Some of you guys could have spread out, could have parted ways. But there is a feeling of being lonely at the same time, because what I'm getting is that something you have tried in your life very hard, Aquarius, throughout whatever period in time. And you have learned your lesson that today, maybe whatever you have dreamt of, whatever your dreams have been, you have been constantly trying to work towards it, but those things have always backfired against you. When you are now moving out of that scenario into becoming very alone, you know what I mean? Like segregating yourself from that situation and putting effort and putting more effort into yourself, more so. Where you are now trying to work with your willpower to bring back that peace in your life again. Because there has been certain things in your life that, like I said, you have been constantly fighting with or fighting against. But you did not let it go for a long time because you felt that if you keep repeating your effort towards whatever is not working for you, you will finally get it. You know what I mean? That kind of an energy. But today, it's also telling me that with the island card, maybe some of you guys have tried going abroad also. For some people, I'm getting, but it hasn't really paid off. You know, some of you might have wanted to move out of your place of residence. But today you are focused more upon yourself with regards to your understanding of how important peace is for you, in fact, in reality, Aquarius. And that's what you're paying more attention to. Okay, the bottom of the wisdom oracle says not for you. And you see the chessboard here, guys. I don't know if you can see that, the chessboard here, which is clearly talking about a lot of mental energy that you had been involved in for yourself when you were constantly, you know, kind of playing your chess in your mind as to how you can win that game, or call it a chess, or call it a checkmate. You know what I mean? If you guys play chess, and you all will know what I'm talking about. But if not, it is that kind of an energy. It's saying not for you. So what they are telling you is you need to focus more upon yourself now, guys. It's very important. The bottom of the other deck is reconciliation. So you're putting a lot of effort to bring back peace and reconciliation in a situation, either in your life or with somebody that you're working with. Okay, where you truly want to reconcile and bring back peace in a situation instead of playing this game of chess in your mind all the time, is also what I'm getting. The bottom of the word oracle is lily, which says you're becoming very ambitious towards a different part of your achievement now. Because somewhere you guys have experienced a lot of things in your life that has also created a lot of new development in yourself, is also what I'm getting. A lot of maturity, where you have realized what is important to you now, Aquarius. Very important to you now. Where you have to focus your energy, what you truly want for yourself in your life now. Okay, now over here I've got three cards. The first is end of an era. So they're telling you that there is something that you're ending. An era that you have been going through in your life is coming to an end. Adult children. So there has been a situation with people around you. Now, this adult children could be part of your family, extended family, could be adults behaving like children or children behaving like adults. It could be anything. Or it could be a combination of having adult and children in your life with whom you have been constantly, playing this chess game. And yet you have not brought back the peace in that situation, is also what I'm getting. And the last card is spiritual growth. So you're learning to understand something in your life, Aquarius. Learning to understand how to bring back your life in the right order. Because what I'm also getting for people, my spirit is tapping with through me as a clear channel, is that you had not been focusing on your own self, is also what I'm getting, where that spiritual growth has made you realize the importance of bringing back peace, and you're putting in a lot of willpower, as I said, to bring back peace and reconciliation with people in general or with somebody in particular, where you really want to be happy once again. Really want to be happy once again. So, also, what I'm getting, guys, is for some of you that you have not been able to work with a situation because there has been some amount of trouble in the area that you have been sitting in for a long time, where you have been constantly working to make things happen, but your dreams, where you wanted your dreams to come true, but things have been constantly working against you. So from where you are now separating, like I said, and becoming more focused towards your spiritual growth, peace, and reconciliation that you really want to now bring back. Because, see, the next two card talks about relationship dynamics and grief work. So there has been a lot of a relationship problem within your life, Aquarius, for some of you, because there has been a lot. So they're telling you that you have to work with your grief in regards to your relationship dynamics. Okay, so something in your life that you haven't been able to truly establish, guys, with your relationship, with people in general, with your family situation, anything for anyone, guys, is where they are telling you now to focus your attention, because something is definitely closing. A chapter in your life is definitely about to close. For some, it might have already started to close, where there is an end of an era and the beginning of something new, which is a spiritual growth in yourself, Aquarius, where you're learning to understand your own situation in life. Very important. Because, like I said, that chess game that you had been playing was a part of your story where you were trying to always kind of logically and mentally move those move the chessboard in such a way that um, you can bring peace in a situation, or make people happy, or keep yourself away from difficult situation. It could be anything for anybody, okay? But definitely there has been a lot of logical and mental trouble in your life, guys, that excuse me, that will come to an end, because this relationship is dynamics, where this grief work is sitting in with something in your life that is very personal as well. Aquarius, where this relationship dynamics is a part of your story here. Okay, so you're coming to the point of your own understanding that something, or you will come to the point of your own understanding that something in your life, guys, is going to start fresh, where you will understand your own mental energy better. You will be able to cut away those people in your life with whom you cannot really gel anymore. Or you will be very straightforward, honest, opinionated with regards to your understanding, because you have suffered. You have suffered, and like I said, there has been a lot of empty victory, defeat, that kind of had stopped you from your own expansion in life with whatever in regards you wanted to expand yourself, guys. You know, for some it could be a business opportunity, for some an entrepreneurial kind of an activity, for some working together with a group, for some expanding into a community work. It could be anything, but it is an expansion of your skills, of your energy that earlier had stopped you, which is where you will kind of delete people from your group who no longer serve you and who has given you trouble, Aquarius. Or you had gone through that kind of trouble in your life, because from where you are going to start totally fresh, where you will be very, very clearly stating your terms and conditions with regards to your communication as well. Okay? Anybody who tries to pull the wool over your eye, guys, will not get away with it. You will see that through. You will see that through, and you will be very clear and transparent with your wit and intelligence, Aquarius, in order to start. Because, like I said, you have learned a lesson of pain and grief, of empty defeat, where you had been fighting, this energy with a lot of pride and ego, and where people have left you or you have left people and you could not expand yourself. So that particular section of your story is coming to an end, guys. Is coming to an end. With adult children, we are going to find out what it has to say. Because there has been a lot of grief in your heart, Aquarius, that you have been going through or you're still going through. Because, like I said, with words you have spoken or people have been speaking to you in a different way and you have not appreciated because you might have got hurt or you have hurt people with regards to your own kind of an energy where you have said the wrong things to people. And that created a lot of grief in yourself too, Aquarius, and stopped you from expanding yourself into a new place, right? So this is where your energy is changing with the end of an era, where you're coming to terms with your own understanding of a very, very spiritual commitment that you now want to bring together with people. When you want to expand yourself, for some get into a new commitment as well, also is what I'm getting, right? To reconcile with somebody and, truly move forward. Be a risk taker. Be a risk taker to bring back some kind of emotional trust, where you, Aquarius, either could be taking the help of somebody, some doctor, physician, who is probably, or a psychiatrist, who is probably being able to guide you in order to understand how you can bring back or your own emotional comfort again, or be emotionally intelligent and wise and stable in terms of using your emotions in the right way. Okay, because what I'm also getting, guys, is that some of you have not been able to take that risk before, have not been able to take that risk before with regards to your spiritual understanding of some kind of a reconciliation. And you have been drained of that energy because that kind of not taking that risk to move forward has left you with a lot of disappointment in your life. A lot of negativity that you had, guys, is also what I'm getting, Aquarius. A lot of negativity towards people in your life, that could be adult in your life or children that you had. There has been, and it has stopped you from moving forward. That kind of an energy that is sitting here, guys, has stopped you from moving forward or taking that risk towards something beautiful in your life is also what I'm getting. Where this, this King of Cups energy is showing up to tell me that you're getting your emotions, getting a hang of your emotions in the right way now. Let's look at spiritual growth, because this is where your spiritual growth is occurring, Aquarius. This is where you're learning to understand yourself better. And that could be, this could be the problem area where you had a lot of people. This could be adult children you had in your life, where you had a commitment which stopped you from moving forward. But this commitment, in turn, has created a lot of grief, is also what I'm getting, with whosoever you have been tied up, Aquarius. Yeah. Whoever has been in your life, like I said, has created a lot of emotional disturbance in your life, Aquarius, and they have drained you of your emotions, where you had become very negative with regards to any emotional part of this story, is also what I'm getting. Like, you could not trust your own emotions, and you did not believe that you had the right emotions in your life, Aquarius, or that you're capable of being emotionally intelligent anymore. Because somebody or some people, more so I'm getting is some people, guys. And see, you were very attached to them also, right? You were very attached to whichever group in your life you were dealing with in terms of adult and children. Like I said, it could be your family, your extended family, relatives, friends, co-workers, anybody. It can be, but more so it's very closely related with your personal life, is more I'm getting, right? So, and because, like I said, because that there was a commitment there, Aquarius, you could not move forward and you could not be a risk taker. But that commitment in turn has created a lot of negative situation, guys, for you, which is what you're now trying to bring back in your life, getting a hold of your emotions in the right way as well, where you're trying to put yourself back into pieces, like they say, where you're trying to work together with your energy to put back things in the right place again. And that is more so with your emotions, guys. Towards a very personal situation in your life that drained you out completely. Maybe children could have caused problems, maybe adults could have caused problems, anybody in your life could have caused problems for you. And their problem was something that you had been very focused on, because see, again, the World card, there is a completion in here. That's the end of an era. That's something you had been doing over the years, guys, over and over again, and it hasn't really paid off for you, is what you're trying to separate yourself from and focus more on your peace, on your harmony, on your balance, where you're leaving out on all the negative qualities that you were sitting in before, to understand yourself better, really. Because see, you had been stuck with a lot of people in your life, guys, which is what you're understanding. People who have been pulling you in all directions and you were letting them pull because you had been stuck with that situation, like I explained to you, or in a situation that you were not very happy about. It was creating a lot of anxiety in your life, as well as also what I'm getting for some of you. There was a lot of guilt sitting in you too, as well, when you could not sleep well in the night because you were constantly thinking about this, ebb and pull situations with people in your life in general, where there has been conflict, maybe petty conflict with people, arguments. It could be, just that you have been saying something and they're not listening to you as well. They have been pulling their own rope against you, or they have been demanding too much from you, whatever it is, but you were dealing in general with a group of people who did not make you happy. But you were being very, very closed fisted and tight in regards to sharing your wealth with that people, also with a group. Maybe, there was a fight to snatch things from you, Aquarius. They wanted money from you. I'm even getting that. Okay, or they were trying to get your assets out of your life. That was giving you a lot of panic attack as well, Aquarius. But you refused to part your assets with that group of people, around you who were trying to pull you or pull things away from you. Let me put it like that. From where now you're coming to the point, guys, of a brand new beginning of your spiritual growth, where you feel the need now, Aquarius, to nurture yourself, to look after your own beauty, to look after your own health, your own abundance, and your own fertility in life. Basically, bringing back your abundance, your beauty, your intelligence, your creativity. And it's a very inspired new beginning that is pushing you towards this huge era of a new growth, a new spiritual growth, guys. Yeah, a lot of people have been fighting to get things out of you, Aquarius, and you just closed your fist and said no, and the fight continued. And the fight continued. Excuse me. And that left you quite in a state of panic that probably, excuse me, you were not able to sleep well in the night, which is where you're coming to, guys, which is where you're ending an era in your understanding with your communication. Like, you call a spade now. You won't take any BS. You will be very direct, very clear, very transparent. And anybody who comes to you, Aquarius, with a different kind of a mentality or mindset, you will cut them off, because you are about to start something new in your life from the scratch, from ground zero, right? So you are clearing your own mental energy here. And even people around you who no longer serve you. People you have not, there have been a lot of people in your life, Aquarius, who probably, like I said, had stopped you from moving forward and had caught you on the crossroad here. Okay, because you haven't spoken out loud. You haven't told them what you think. And that is the situation that is ending. That is the situation with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands that is ending, because the Queen of Swords energy, that's you, Aquarius, you're very clear. You're very intelligent, you're very quick-witted, very clear with regards to what you want. And this Fool card is telling me that you're looking for something to start with in your life. Making your dreams come true again, trusting that your dreams will come true again, right? Bringing back trust and faith in your life to start a journey once again from ground zero. Yeah. And this is where the Death card appears. There is an entire transitional phase, a death and rebirth of your own understanding, guys, of how you need to expand yourself in the right way so that you can move forward. So whatever had been holding you back, Aquarius, you will be very vocal and verbal about your story now. You will no longer sit in the place and wait for things to happen. You will just push your words out of your mouth, because you have suffered. You've gone through a lot of grief in your life, guys. Like I said, that's coming to an end. Where your heart had been really in pain and sore, that's completing. Yeah. There is a major era of your grief and, of your pain that's completing right now, guys. Or will be completing for some people. And this is with regards to a domestic situation here. To a domestic situation here. Where either your people, like I said, up close and personal people have stopped you from moving forward, but have created a huge painful part of the story in your life. Where, your pride and ego, guys, you were fighting that story with a lot of your pride and ego because you could not make a decision, basically. You could not make a decision towards some situation in your life with a person, or you could not make a decision to bring back a balance in your life. You could not take a decision to harmonize yourself, to bring back harmony in your life. You could not take a decision to move into a relationship, maybe for some of you also. So that option was like, I cannot take a decision because I'm always mentally fighting something else in my life with other people around me that stopped you from expanding yourself into the area that you wanted to reach, Aquarius. That is coming to an end for sure. Okay, where you're going to take over this situation and bring back a total control, a structure and discipline in your life, Aquarius. You're changing yourself, guys, completely. You're changing yourself completely from the place that you had been, where you were all over the place, running up and down. For some, I'm even getting that. Trying to juggle with too many things in your life. From where you are becoming more stable, more powerful, more enigmatic. Right? Not with your emotions more so, but with your logic and rational. You know what you have to do now. Yeah. You're definitely ending an era, guys. You're definitely ending an old era. With this adult children, guys, this has been a big time problem area in your life, right? Where you have not been able to move from a commitment is also what I'm getting from some people, for some people here, right? Where you had that passion, guys. You had that passion to move towards something nice in your life, right? But this is where a transition is happening with the eight of swords of your victim mentality, which had been holding you in a place where your complete emotional fulfillment now needs to be reset once again because you have lost that emotional fulfillment in a situation because you were not able to move forward and be adventurous enough to take action on that situation before, wherever you have got stuck. And there could be somebody in your life, for some of you, a mentor, who is teaching you to understand that you now need to let go of that energy to move forward because you have been in victim mentality for some of you. Excuse me. You have not been able to open up and talk about certain things in your life. Where you were kind of blindfolded in your own mental imprisonment. And that is where the spiritual growth and enlightenment is happening in your life, Aquarius. Through somebody, and more so I'm getting, is a mentor, a guru, whoever is in your life, who is asking you to reformat and restructure your emotions with people that you have suffered with. Yeah. When there has been a wake-up call for yourself now, or will be, to change your story in your life with regards to your emotion and reset your emotional quality back in your life, guys. You have missed out on an opportunity and you know that very well, Aquarius. Okay, and like I said, some of you guys could also be going to a psychiatrist for help, or a physician who is probably treating you once again to come back to your part of the story the right way. because it's a wake up call to take action on this situation for you. Where earlier, a lot of people had caused a lot of major distraction in your life, guys. Where you today are realizing, Aquarius, that you have missed out on good people and good stuff in your life, or good things in your life. And that kind of is a situation that you're coming to terms with. So some of you guys could actually be taking the help of a physician or a psychiatrist, as I said, or a mentor or a guru who is helping you to understand that it is okay. You can move forward. You can move forward towards a kindred partnership, towards a love situation, towards a handshake, towards a soulmate, twin flame energy. It could be anything for anybody. To expand into that story where earlier you have missed out because of other people in your life who have taken away your precious time and drained you of your emotional health, guys. Drained you completely. I'm sorry to say this, but it is true. It is what it is, guys. And this is where, you are ending that chapter. You're ending a chapter over here with that situation to bring back your own peace, forgiveness, compassion, emotionally understanding yourself better, to rejuvenate yourself once again, recharge yourself once again, guys, from a very painful kind of an emotional disturbance that you have gone through in your life, Aquarius. Yeah. See, you failed to take a risk with something in your life that you wanted to take and run with it, okay? And it is concerning some kind of a partnership, a friendship, call it a partnership, a friendship, a handshake in that partnership, twin flame, soulmate, anything. You failed. You failed to take that risk towards a situation, which is where your understanding that this distraction has been very close, up close and personal, from people who had been surrounding your life for a long time, Aquarius, where you had failed to understand where you have to focus your emotional intelligence in, and give and bring back every quality in yourself and nourish yourself with your strength, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, right? So this is where all the restrictions are being lifted, guys, because you are definitely ending that old chapter where other people have dreamed you for their own purpose. Let me put it like that. And this is your spiritual growth. This is where your spiritual understanding is coming into effect, because you have seen, you have in fact experienced that pain in your life, guys. When you haven't been able to have a good night's sleep, for some, I'm even getting that. And you have been very worried and very stressed about a situation that really, where some of you guys could have been facing some kind of inner child problems or inner child issues, where something about your past, guys, had been haunting your present times, right? Something that created a lot of stress and burden in your life, guys. More from a past life situation is what I'm getting for this. Where some of you guys could have been worried about a past life love or past life relationship, or for some, it could have been, being caught in a situation where there has been inner child issues in your life that you had been having panic attacks on, where you have been going back in your childhood. Excuse me. And certain reminders or memories have come on the surface for you that created a lot of panic situation in your life as well, Aquarius. So this is where you were stuck in your growth. When you were stuck in your growth, guys, you were neither making money nor were you losing money. It was a very stuck situation for some of you, from where I get a feeling that you might be again having somebody in your life who is kind of repairing that damage for you, or you by yourself, Aquarius, you are understanding how to become more stable with your emotional quality. The reset of your emotion is very important for you, Aquarius. Very, very important. Because you have been drained of your emotional part of the story, guys, with this group or people around you who have been fighting to get what they want. And this is where you're gaining your victory, guys. You're moving away from those people. Like I said, you're moving away from people who no longer serve you, and you no longer want to serve them because you want to serve yourself now, really. Honestly. You're paying more attention to yourself, guys, because you want to improve yourself. You have got your maturity and have experienced what your ambition in life you now want. You have experienced, like I said, a lot of pain and guilt and grief, from where you now want to move and bring back the creativity and the beautiful fertility once again back in your life, guys. And this is a huge spiritual growth that you are going through, or you will be going through, at least by the middle of February, guys, where you will understand what you have to do with your own self. You will get that message. Yeah, it's a very inspired, creative new beginning in your life from all restrictions in your life that you had been going through, Aquarius, where others, like I said, and you by yourself, Aquarius, you have not been able to deal with that energy, and you have been sucked in and pulled in by people who have really brutally exposed and abused your emotions. And this is where your inspired new beginning is coming. There is a total rebirth, guys. A total rebirth of yourself, Aquarius. A total rebirth of yourself in your own understanding of your own spiritual growth from all the emotional loss and disturbance and hassle, with relationship, like I said, with the grief work about your relationship dynamics, that some of you guys have not been able to end before, or you have not been able to tackle before, which is where you're taking complete control on yourself, guys, to bring back a lot of passion in your life once again. Not only bring back a lot of passion, to even balance your own quality of life between your career, your personal life, where your motivation is going on a different level, where you could be a little bit controlling as well in your thought process, because, like I said, you're ending something in your life, guys. You're ending something in your life to bring back something beautiful. So definitely you will be able to balance and bring back a structure, quality in your life, with regards to your understanding of how you now need to work with your own self, guys. From the time, like I said, from whatever amount of time that you had been working with other situations around you, which is where you are now chasing your own wish fulfillment, really. You're chasing your own wish fulfillment. You're building your castles in the air right now. Where you're bringing back your sentiment to understand yourself better, that it's time for you to enjoy your own success story. And for which you have to reset your emotions, guys. So which is what you're planning on doing. Getting out of that victim mentality to completely rejuvenate yourself. Forgive yourself too, right? Forgive yourself and bring back that compassion towards your own self, which is what exactly you are working on, Aquarius, at this point in time, you know, towards all kind of challenges where you will be that spiritual growth is bringing back the king of wand energy, which is becoming the leader in your own world, where you will have that ability to say no if you have to say no to people around you, or put up barriers around those areas of your life that you don't want to be in or be a part of, right? And you're trying, and not only that, guys, you're also fighting to bring back your own growth and stability. And this is your spiritual growth. This is your complete understanding in your life from the place you have been again stuck in. Look, the same cards are repeating. Oh my God. The same cards are repeating whatever cards I've got here. Yeah, there has been a lot of stuck energy with your grief, guys, that you, Aquarius, as the King of Wand, male or female, doesn't matter. And for me, the King of Wand is like the Emperor energy. Um, very, very passionate, feisty, fury energy. He knows what to do as an entrepreneur as well. Can build things from the scratch, right? And this is what you're doing. You're restarting your life to bring back your stability with your own spiritual growth, to build back things from the scratch with the Fool card and the Death and Rebirth. Remember, I said it's starting again from ground zero and rebuilding the whole structure in your life towards now your wish fulfillment, towards your own peace. Your willpower is working for your own peace, for your own self, Aquarius. You're paying a lot of attention to yourself, forgiving yourself, bringing back a lot of compassion in your life, guys. Resetting your emotional, energetic vibration, once again, very important. And moving away from people and groups in particular who no longer serve you, or who no longer you feel have any more reason to be in your life. So enjoy this reading, guys. Until we meet again, till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste.